The market moves up and we cash in. What will CPI bring? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we said it was very likely that we had held support at that 38.95 area, and we're moving up in wave 5 toward the 4,000 area, and that's exactly what we saw. The market held support, as we said, and moved up toward the 4,000 area at the close to give us that clean 5 up. Now, should we expect a pullback with CPI data coming out tomorrow morning? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so we bought way back at the bottom and sold today near the top and did very well on our position using Elliott Wave again to give us targets. While many people said the market was going down, we nailed this big move up, and we're having fun doing it. You can see the guys are doing well in the room, and we do it pretty risk-free with our hedging style. If you'd like to join us and have some fun with us, we'd love to see you. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour SPX chart, and normally I'm on the futures chart because I like to see what's going on in the after hours and go over that as well, but the futures chart's a little bit sloppy, and the SPX has a very clean count on it, and that's what we're going to use moving forward because of how clean it is. So our standard primary count right now is a diagonal off the bottom where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up to complete wave 1, okay? And then we'd look for a pullback down toward the 38.45 area. This lines up with our 618 extension as well as the top of wave 1, which is the origination point of the diagonal. And very often you see that in a very rapid sell-off after diagonals. They sell off very rapidly back to their origination point, and that would be this top of wave 1 around 38.42 to 38.45. So we should see a pullback in wave 2 as our primary count, okay? And then from there, we would like to see a wave 1 of 3 higher, okay, and then a wave 2 of 3, and then a wave 3 of 3 that breaks out over the 4,000 area and up to at least 40.50 on its way to 40.98 to complete wave 3 of 3, and then we would climb up from there toward the 4,200 area before pulling back and eventually climbing up to 4,300 where we've been looking. Now, there are a couple reasons we do expect a pullback. Number one, we've completed the diagonal and expect a sell-off. Number two, we have negative divergence on this 1-hour MACD. You can see right here we made a new high over this high, and then the MACD has divergence. So what that means is the market made a new high, but the MACD didn't, okay? So you have an up pattern here and a down pattern here. So that's one reason to expect a pullback. But it's not to expect a pullback that should break the low, and the reason for that is on the daily chart. So if we jump over to the daily real quick, you can see that the daily MACD has curled up and crossed, and if I expand this, you'll notice that every time the MACD crosses, we get pretty big rallies. So you got big rallies, big rallies, big rally, big rally. So the MACD crossing on the daily is very bullish, but we do need a reset of the hourly chart, so I do expect that pullback in wave 2 before we start that wave 3 move higher that we just went over. Now our secondary count, guys, is that off of this low, you have 1, 2, and 3 is here, then 4 and 5 up. Okay, I don't like this count because wave 5 is much too long, but it is something we need to keep an eye on. And then this would be wave 2 down, which again is shallow, so I still don't like the count. And we'd be starting wave 3 higher from here. And if that's going to be the case, guys, we would look to push directly over that 40.20 area, and then at least to 40.65 after that. So if we see a push over 40.20, we would expect to see at least 40.65 after that for that count to play out, and preferably we'd like them to push up to the 4100 area. Now, again, I have a lot of issues with this count. Wave 5 is too long, wave 2 is too short, but it is a potential where we have a 2 and then a 1, and then we get a 2, and then, as I said, 3, 4, 5 up. But if they can't break out over 40.20, this count is not valid. Okay, and then in the back of your mind, just know that this could potentially be a wave 4, where this is wave 3 down, wave 4 up, and you get a wave 5 down towards 37.50, but I think they've retraced much too high for that now. It's well over the 50% mark, and that just isn't very solid for a wave 4. It just doesn't follow through when it breaks over 50% of the retrace of wave 3 down. Additionally, it's just too long and the tooth for wave 4, but it technically has not invalidated. So until it does, we can keep it in the back of our mind that we could see one more push lower, but I don't like that count. Over on the NASDAQ, it's a lot more straightforward. We have our wave 1 up, and we're looking for our wave 2 pullback down toward the 11,000 area. And from there, we would look for support to hold, and then a wave 3 higher up toward the 12,200 area. Wave 4 and 5 from there all the way up to 12,500. Now, the secondary count on the NASDAQ is that support cannot hold. And again, they've retraced this pretty high for a wave 4, so I don't think that's necessarily the case. But if it does move down and support doesn't hold, we would look for a move down in 5 waves toward the 10,600 area to complete that wave 5 down. So those are the two counts we're tracking on the NASDAQ. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link, and it will take you right over to the website. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, and become part of our trading team before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. And one new addition that we have to the rooms is our training area. We have an Elliott Wave for Beginners course right now that I'm adding to as we speak, and we will have more courses as we come, and they will all come with your subscription. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, my midday video that tells us what count we're in and how we're trading it, as well as our training courses that come free with your subscription. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months, so we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in at a cheap price and gets you big multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. Something you have to see to understand, and that's another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, showing you how to build a small account to a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in here so we can make some money together. All right, key takeaways for today. Our primary account has us pulling back toward the 3840 area on the SPX, and then going up from there to continue our bullish move higher toward 4,300 overall. And if that breaks down, we would look for a potential down at 3750. However, we do have that more bullish pattern that would need to break directly over that 4020 area and get it to at least 4065 for that to play out, but I don't like that count for several reasons. Over on the NASDAQ, a little more straightforward. We have our wave 1 complete, looking for that wave 2 pullback to the 11,000 area, and then a bounce from there. If they cannot hold 11,000, we could see a breakdown toward the 10,600 area. Guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.